Hello, my name is Karina and this is my perfume app. Today I'm going to talk about soapy perfumes. I do get requests to make videos about soapy perfumes, and I am somebody who really appreciates a soapy perfume. What I think about when I think of soapy fragrances, I am imagining bar soaps. I like Dove and Ivory. I will sometimes try other soaps, like if they just look appealing or if something's on sale. But Ivory and Dove are pretty much my standard. I've used Ivory soap my entire life. I don't remember any other soap in my house growing up. And it's funny, I went to visit my brother. He lives in California. And when I went into his bathroom, I saw that by the sink, he had Ivory soap. So I thought, it's just, I think whatever you grow up with, that's what you think of when you think of soap. So I'm saying that because I'm not really thinking of body wash. Although some of these here might be not just Ivory and Dove, but maybe something that's like bordering on shampoo-y or even like detergent type of soaps. That's what I like. I think soapy perfumes are great for this time of year because it's starting to get warm, but it's still kind of rainy and dewy out. I have been hand tilling my garden. I have a pretty big garden space and I've tried a lot of different gardening methods, and I do feel like my soil needs to be tilled. It's kind of a compact clay soil, so I need to add amendments and I need to till it. I don't have a tiller. I don't want to buy one. I don't want to rent one. So I just do it by hand, and it's pretty gruff work. So I do work up quite a sweat while doing that, even if it's only like 70 degrees. And I think soapy perfumes are like perfect for any time when you're going to start, your body heat is rising. I think it's nice. I think that smells better than Gourmands, which I would call the opposite of soapy. And then I also last week wore Guidance again, and I would say that fragrance is also just the opposite of a soapy clean scent. I don't really like it, but I just wanted to kind of give you parameters. So anyway, the thing that made me decide that I really wanted to make this video now is I've been wearing my samples a lot more. I'm kind of trying to like go through samples and then pick full bottles based on my samples rather than just try a lot of new stuff. I just have so much stuff that I feel like I can kind of start whittling the samples down and maybe, buying things that sound really good. So this is a sample that I've had probably for about a year now. And it's almost gone. This is Maison Louis Marie number 12. And I think the perfume is called Bousval. And I have since purchased a full bottle of this. I don't have it yet, but if you like bar soap perfume, this is amazing. This has woody notes. It has ginger lily, which I have learned, I think that is a really gorgeous white floral. Oh, I love this so much. You guys, this is one of the first perfumes in a long time that I sprayed it and I was kind of like, oh, that's so good. And I bought the full bottle. They're having a sale. I don't have any kind of code or anything, but they are having a 20% off sale for Mother's Day. So I bought a full bottle of this for $78, and their full bottles are 50 mils. This is the most powdery floral bar soap. It smells like one of those molded bar soaps that you would put in your bathroom for hand soap. They're kind of out of fashion now, but you can get them, you can still buy them, like they're either made in Italy or made in France. And it's like almost, it just almost smells like a soap powder. This is gorgeous. And I have tried a couple other things from this house and I like them all. And I think they use a lot of naturals. And that's another thing about soapy perfumes is I don't know a molecular fragrance or an aroma chemical that is like the soapy note and stuff. One thing about learning a lot about fragrances and how they're made and what they are is sometimes it's like, you kind of have that thing where you're pulling back the curtain, and then anytime I smell Ambroxan or Isoe Super or, something that smells Arhidione, you just kind of are like, oh, but I don't know what that would be for soapy perfumes yet. And I think it's a lot of naturals and a lot of florals that make a perfume really soapy. So anyway, yeah, this is Maison Louis Marie number 12. I think it's Bousval. This is really, really good. Tell me if you've tried it. The next soapy perfume I want to show you is Casual, Paul Sebastian Casual. And I actually pulled this out after wearing the sample because I was like, do I have something like this already? I think Casual might be kind of like it. Just to maybe slow my roll on buying it. Casual is a really nice soapy fragrance too, but it isn't exactly the same. And it isn't as long lasting. But if you like clean, bar soapy smelling fragrances, and there's something kind of purple in here, maybe violet. This is really, really nice and very inexpensive. This is under $20 for a full bottle. The next one I will show you is Estee Lauder White Linen. One of my favorite perfumes ever of all time. I have a bunch of bottles of this because anytime I've seen it for a really good price or somebody's selling a used bottle, I just pick it up. I have vintage bottles. This is a pretty modern bottle. This is the most beautiful soapy perfume that there ever was. It's full of white florals. There's lots of aldehydes, which make it just really ramped up when it comes to soapiness and effervescence. It kind of borders on like a really harsh detergent. I like a harsh soapy note. I just think that's what smells good over, throughout the day. That's what really makes you smell fresh and clean, is kind of a harsh, soapy, white soap, white bar soap, white detergent, white musk. This is a Sophia Grossman fragrance, but you wouldn't know it if you were just smelling it. I think it's really a standalone in her style. But it's funny because I like a lot of her perfumes, and this one is one of my very favorite perfumes of all time. If ever I smell this on somebody, I just think it's gorgeous. I love wearing this. I especially love wearing this outdoors, like on a hike or something. Estee Lauder White Linen, just super awesome soapy scent. Another one I want to show you, I learned about these actually from Ruth Ann McKinnon a long time ago. She was talking about buying soap perfume oils, and I think if you like soapy perfumes, this is the best direct way to get them. If you go onto eBay, you can look up any kind of soap and there's probably a perfume oil, and then you can buy these for like $6 free shipping. This one is Camay, and it just smells exactly like that. It smells like kind of a pink bar of Camay soap. It also smells like, I bought some Dove moisturizer from the Dollar Tree in the pink tub. It's kind of like a pink Dove soap. So pretty. And just like a no-brainer if you want to smell clean and fresh. I have a Camay one and I have an Ivory one. And I like the Ivory one too, but it's pretty harsh. So I decided to show you this Camay soap. But I've seen them for Irish Spring, Coast, and all kinds of detergents too, like Gain, fabric softener ones. But these are really, really good. And if you just want to smell clean and soapy, you'd be hard-pressed to do better than this. The next one is Kenneth Cole. I think this is Kenneth Cole Woman. And this one smells a lot like J.Lo Glow, but even soapier in my opinion. J.Lo Glow to me kind of smells like China Rain. It kind of smells like Dove soap. And that's what this has too. It's really similar. But I kind of like the bottle better. The J.Lo Glow bottle is not my favorite. This feels like substantial. This also looks nice, I think, sitting out. It looks modern. It's a nice heavy bottle. Yeah, but very clean and soapy, kind of a rain scent. Really pretty. And I believe I paid $19 for this bottle not too long ago. The next one is a super cheapie and it's super soapy. This is White Musk. So White Musk is just in general a soapy scent. There's usually white florals and musk, and it's usually kind of the harshest musk in my opinion. It's yellow musk seems softer. Yeah, this is really good. This is like $6.99. This is the big bottle, and Amazon Prime delivers it like next day, free usually. This is really, really nice. Very clean, jump out of the shower. Nice white musk, very bar soapy. The next one is one that I don't hear a lot of people call soapy, but I definitely think it's soapy. This is more like a Coast soap or an Irish Spring. This is CKB. And you can get this for about $20. So this is like CK1, which is a very fresh, aromatic, kind of unisex fragrance. But this one smells greener. Like, I think I can smell vetiver in here, and mint, and lavender. But it smells a lot like a more maybe masculine leaning bar soap, like Coast or Irish Spring. Really pretty. A lot of complaints that this doesn't last super long. So if that's very important, you might want to go with like a perfume oil over something like this. But if you see this and you're wondering what it's like a, I would say like a green bar soap. It's nice. I like it. The next one I have is, I always get this name wrong. This is Pure Musk for Her by Narciso Rodriguez. Also, this is kind of similar to the Body Fantasies White Musk. This is just a white musk that's very soapy. If I remember right, there's like a kind of a skanky note in the opening though. Yeah, there's something in the opening that it gives me a little bit of that like harsh like public restroom soap. Like there's something kind of bathroom air freshener. That tones way down as I wear it, but it's there. I can't deny it. It does smell pretty though on skin. I don't know what exactly it is, like airport bathroom maybe. It's like an airport, I don't know. You know when you go to the airport and there's like, you go into the bathroom and then there's like 40 stalls and then there's these things up in the corners that are clearly like spritzing out something like once an hour or something. Yeah, there's something like this in here. It's not making me want to gag like some bathroom air freshener smells will, because it's not like really almondy or melon or like there's some melon like fragrances that just really or like a almond air freshener that I really can't stand. But this is soapy. It's a little bit airport bathroom, but I mean, this was like $14 for I think this is a 10 ml. Let's see if I can tell on here. What does it say? It doesn't say. But I bought that from a sample site on eBay that I've used for a long time. The next one I have is Anais Anais from Cacharel. This is a very powdery, soapy white floral. I have a vintage bottle that I kind of lucked out getting in a lot, but this is still available. Just your bottle will have like a more translucent top. Oh, so good. Really white floral, like really kind of sharp smelling white florals. I think that's what makes it smell soapy to me, and powdery. Really pretty though, and really, really nice for like rainy kind of spring, but maybe kind of humid days. This has been around for a while. A lot of people really like this one, and some people just aren't into it at all. But every time I spray it, I'm like, ooh, that is so good. It's like, it's florals. Like there's nothing kind of like just generically floral about it. It smells like you're sniffing some like nice white florals. The next one I have is Jesdica McClintock. Again, this is also a vintage bottle, but this is still available today and pretty inexpensive. I want to say under 25. This one gets described as soapy, but I feel like I'm not necessarily getting soap. So this has jasmine and then a very powdery musk and some lily of the valley and some rose. I think the muskiness is what smells a little soapy to people, but I don't know. I think I might put this on the less soapy end of what I'm showing you, but some people do consider it to be soapy. I have one here that I think is very soapy, but I've never heard it described as soapy. This isn't like really popular because it's indie, but this is Solstice Scent High Desert. And this smells like ivory soap if you bought it at the health food store. It definitely has like an ivory soap smell. And this has like sage. This has desert sage, sandalwood, soil, pine, amber, oud, frankincense, opopanax, rose, oak moss, creosote, and leather. And I think it's the oak moss and the sage and the pine that's actually making me think ivory soap. It has, like, when you unwrap ivory soap and you kind of smell that harsh smell, it has that, but with the addition of like also being in the bulk herb section of the health food store. I am strongly considering getting a big full bottle of the EDP of this one if it's available the next time I order from them, because I definitely would put this in the bar soap category for Solstice scents in a very specific way. Very, like I said, ivory soap with herbs. And I really like it. It smells good. The longer it's on skin, the better it smells. And it smells very natural. And the last one I want to show you today is, this is Sarah Jessica Parker Stash Prive. And this gets compared a lot to Chance Otondra, which I don't have. But this has a lot of citrus. It's got citrus and musk. That's what you mostly kind of smell, is like a citrus, musk, and there's definitely some florals here. This has grapefruit and pink pepper and sage and orange blossom and birch, musk, and vetiver. People will say that this isn't long lasting. I disagree. I think the grapefruit is not very long lasting, but the sage and the musk is very long lasting. So if you think sage and musk smells soapy, I do, then I think you would like Sarah Jessica Parker Stash Prive. Of all of them that I'm showing you, it might be the least bar soapy. I think it's like somewhere in between bar soap and shampoo, but really nice. And I like having these 1 ounce bottles because I actually look like I use my perfume. Like I'll get a little noticeable dent. But this is, again, like really nice spring and summer fragrance. So what do you think? What's your favorite soapy perfume? What did I miss here? Do you agree that these ones are soapy? Do you have any of this? Are you a white linen fan like I am? Tell me everything you can about soapy perfumes in the comments. I'm very thankful that you watch my videos, and I will talk to you real soon. Subscribe.